Hello, good day, everyone. I'm Ma'am Nikki, and you're watching Media and Information Literacy Lecture. Okay, so if you've already browsed your module, you will notice that there are a lot of information in there. But what you're going to do is just check them, and I intentionally skipped some of the parts, for example, camera shots and angles, because you can find them online easily and you can learn them on your own. Okay, what I'm going to focus in right now is a topic that is very crucial or very relevant for the students or even for teachers or in any different setup. Okay, so here's just a note. Before we proceed with that lesson, let's watch this video for a bit.
Lang. The short term for the Filipino word lamang, which means just or only.
Lang, a shortened Filipino word for lamang, which means mere, just, or only.
Yan lang. Ito lang.
Yan lang, or ito lang.
Mascom lang. Video-video, tapos endo after ng project. Management lang? Di ba puro plan lang yun, tapos magsusulat kayo dun ng mga number? Alam mo,
Okay, so I'm back again. This video is gonna be a bit long, so I'm just pausing it here. You can watch it on your own if you want to, or probably you have watched this before. This is a very popular issue before, because this one, the person who delivered her speech was from FEU, yeah, Far Eastern University, and according to this issue, a student from Camarines Sur Polytechnic Colleges, so plinagarize, okay? So parang magkahawig, excuse me, magkahawig yung speech nila. Although not verbatim or lahat-lahat, but almost similar structure, almost similar points being made, okay? Tsaka yung iba talaga medyo verbatim na nag-iiba lang dahil magkaiba sila ng degree program or course. Okay, so is there a problem with that? You think that they have the same speech? What do you think is a problem with that? And is that okay? Okay. Sana hindi natin nakuha yung parang i-bully no, or discriminate yung ano niya, yung regional accent niya. Hindi naman yun ang gusto kong i-point out, but let's critically analyze the situation. Okay, so this is what we call plagiarism. Okay? So I put there we have or we need to cite properly. There is a need to cite properly. Okay? But have you ever encountered the word plagiarism, or do you just know na bawal mag-copy paste, bawal kopyahin yung ganito? But what is the word plagiarism? Okay, to understand that, we have here the etymology or pinagmulan ng word na plagiarism. We have the word plagiarus, which is a Latin term meaning kidnapper. Okay, it is derived from the Latin plaga, a net used by hunters to catch game. Okay, so one of my professors before, she told us that if you plagiarize, you kidnap words, you kidnap ideas. Okay, so that's plagiarism. Okay, this one, kindly check. Here, according to me, plagiarism is presenting work or ideas from another source as your own, with or without consent of the original author, by incorporating it into your work without full acknowledgement. Okay, that's Tergubal 2023. Do you agree with that? Okay, so that is an example of a plagiarism because I did not create that. But I just put there, di ba, Tarubal 2023, and you will say, okay, gawa yan ni ma'am, gawa yan ni Fassi. But that could be an example of plagiarism. But I'm just doing that for example's sake, okay? Because the definition came actually from Oxford, okay? And it was said there, the university defines plagiarism as, okay, so sila ang may definition yon, hindi ako yung gumawa, okay? But that is a definition according to Oxford. Presenting work or ideas from another source as your own inaangkin mo, with or without consent of the original author, by incorporating it into your work without full acknowledgement. Di ka man lang naglalagay ng credit. Okay? So, yung iba naglalagay, di ba, ng CTTO. Pwede na ba yun? Of course not. It's not a very formal citation or acknowledgement. Okay? Yan. So, in your module, may na-enumerate, I think, 6 types of plagiarism. And yes, you can depend on that. But when I discussed this one, even before, ang ginagamit ko yung severity meter. Medyo mas specific lang siya. But what you can do is try to balance it out or try to compare and contrast kung ano yung nandun sa module ninyo. Okay? But just listen. Okay. First, we have half-hearted, mostly cited everything correctly but failed to note small things like page numbers or publishers. Ito mild lang naman siya. Okay? For example, dito, tama naman lahat. Pero, di mo nilagay yung page number. Especially kapag ang mga sinasite dito ay yung mga studies, ganon. Okay? Miscue, mistaken citation, e.g. wrong words, wrong author. Meron ba tayong example? Ayan. For example, dapat pala, ang author na dapat mong i-cite ay si Frost, 1915. I took the one less traveled by and that has made all the difference. Dapat pala si Frost, pero nilagay mo froze. Okay? So, mali siya. Wala ka namang, you did not have the intention to plagiarize, but it was an error on your part. So still, it's a miscue. Okay? Next, we have reflection. Cited everything correctly, but work still closely reflects another. Okay, you cited everything, or you said that this was from the work of Aquino, this was from the work of Juan de la Cruz, etc., etc. But it just reflects their works, but not yours. Did not reflect your idea. Okay? Mosaic, ito na, kagalingan ng iba. Sinasite naman nila lahat, may credit lahat, pero kakaunti lang dun yung thought mo. Okay? Parang nag-collage ka lang ng mga idea nila tapos pinasok mo lang, kakaunti lang yung galing sa'yo. So, plagiarize pa rin even if you cited. Okay? Warp, misinterpreted or cited a source out of context. This is remarkably a plagiarism. Okay? So, you cited something, oh, it's okay. But if you misinterpreted it, or ibig sabihin, yung sinasabi niya, hindi mo siya ganun pinaraphrase or malayo na sa kiniklaim nung article, that would be a problem, okay? So this is a remarkable form of plagiarism. Warp, okay? Paano ba tayo magbibigay ng example dito? For example, sa isang scientific discovery, may sinabi siyang ganito. Itong herbal plant na ito ay magagamit sa ganitong sakit. But when you wrote it on your own, tapos sinite mo pa yung scientist na yon, ang sinasabi mo na ay marami talagang healing miracles yung plant na ito. Kahit ganitong sakit ay nagagamot niya. Pero wala palang ganong sinabi. So, di ba, you misinterpreted the text already. That's where comprehension is very crucial. Kaya kailangan nating magbasa, matutong mag-comprehend kasi hindi natin ma-rephrase yung ibang mga sinasabi kung hindi natin sila mismo naintindihan. Are you getting me? Okay. Half and half, cited many sources correctly but did not cite others at all. Okay, baka ito tinamad na kasi may mga sinite naman siya pero yung iba, wag na. Okay, so wala pa rin citation. It appear na plagiarized pa rin siya. Okay.
Samantala, nag-sorry na ang UP graduate student na nanalo sa patimpalak gamit ang litratong hindi pala sa kanya.
Nangako rin siyang isasauli ang nakuhang premyo pati sa iba pang contest kung saan plagiarized din ang kanyang entry. Saksi si Bernadette Reyes, exclusive.
The ability to articulate very clearly is very important, especially when you talk of people-to-people diplomacy and intercultural understanding.
Proud ang UP student na si Mark Joseph Solis nang ihayag ang acceptance speech niya matapos manalo sa photo contest na Smiles for the World ng Chilean Embassy. Pero ang litrato ng batang nakunan daw niya sa Zamboanga, batang taga-Brazil pala talaga na kinunan ng Brito na si Gregory John Smith. Sa panayam ko kay Mark, abot-abot ang paghingi niya ng tawad.
Sorry po sa nagawa ko kay Mr. Smith, sa Chilean Embassy, sa UP.
Okay, so, before I just proceed, pinakita ko lang yan sa inyo. Although may plagiarize siyang image, meron din sabing may plagiarize din siyang essay. So, di ba, parang ang nangyari kasi dyan, hindi ko na siya buubuin kasi medyo mahaba. Ang nangyari dyan ay talagang iimbestigahan din siya ng college nila. So imagine how difficult it is. And even na magkakaroon pa siya ng prize for it, for you to be acknowledged for it, but it's really not your own. Not your own photo, not your own music, not your own artwork, di ba? It's very dishonest of you and disrespectful even of the organization kung saan mo pinapasa yun. Okay? So for example, kayo, you submit to your FASI, you submit to someone, something, and you claim it your own. Una, disrespect mo yung sarili mo kasi hindi mo man lang mapakita na kaya mong gawin on your own. Tapos, disrespect mo rin yung pagsasubmitan mo kasi talagang feeling mo na, lulusot naman to, okay na to, this will do, gano'n, bare minimum, okay? So that's an example of the disadvantage of plagiarism. Now we also have ghost citation, cited a source that did not exist or made up what the source actually said. Okay, this is very, okay, yan yung kanyang rating as a form of plagiarism. Bakit? Kasi, kung nag-cite ka, edi ibig sabihin invento rin yung nilagay mong words doon. And, invento rin yung citation mo, hindi talaga nag-i-exist yun. So, hindi na ka marirecheck, syempre hindi talaga credible kasi in the first place, hindi siya nag-exist. Okay? So, this is very wrong. Mag-invento ka lang parang, yung magandang yung mukhang matalino. Smith, gumagano kay Smith, 1995. Pero wala palang ganon. Okay? So, yan. Please do not do that. Next, remix. Somehow, medyo mapapareho natin to sa collage, ganyan, no? Paraphrase multiple sources and stitch them together, making them sound like your own, okay? Ganito madalas ang ginagawa ng mga estudyante kapag mangungopya. Oh, wag mo masyadong halata, ibahin mo yung words, ganon. But that's, usually, hindi talaga siya okay, 'di ba? Kasi iniba-iba mo lang para magtunog sa'yo. Pero ang totoo, kinapi-paste mo lang talaga lahat. So wala ka ring own idea. At hindi mo rin naintindihan. Kasi hindi mo hindi ka nagkaroon ng sarili mo man lang na idea. Wala kang na-deduce from it. Okay? Just echoed. Recycle or use large portions of own work for another purpose or publication without citing oneself. Fussy, I thought it's just plagiarism if I'm not citing another or if I'm not citing at all. No, it's also a form of plagiarism when you plagiarize your own work. Okay? Kailangan mo ring i-cite ang sarili mo. Okay? Kasi syempre, nagamit na yan sa, for example, ibang submission, ibang journal, ganyan. Okay? But of course, citing yourself really entails na dapat okay ka rin dun sa field na sinulat mo at dapat maayos din yung pagkakasulat nun. Baka naman may sinabi ka lang na hindi naman masyadong nagme-make sense, sinasite mo na yung sarili mo. Hindi rin siya ganon. Next, we have mitosis. Are you familiar with this genetic process, di ba? Duplicated an entire work for another purpose or publication without citing oneself. Ito na, okay? So, yung naipasa mo na, pinapasa mo ulit. In your case, siguro sa isang subject, pinasa mo, tapos papasa mo na naman siya. Hindi yun pwede. Cherry-picked. Cherry-picked a few terms, namili-mili ka lang to change, but kept the rest of the text and ideas from another's work relatively unchanged without giving credit, okay? Pumili-pili ka lang, pero hindi ka nagbigay ng credit. Kung nagpalit-palit ka, yung idea naman na main, dun pa rin yun sa may-ari no? Yung author ng idea, di ba? Okay. Copycat copied large portions of another's work, entire paragraphs or sections without giving full credit. Ito usually talaga yung ginagawa niya ng mga tao, di ba yung tinatawag natin na copy-paste. You just get this chunks of text from the internet and you paste it, and then claim it as your own. Hindi siya ganun nag-work. Dapat kaya niyo siyang i-digest, kaya niyo siyang i-share in your own words. Identity theft is stealing, copying, or purchasing another's entire document and take full credit for it being your own. Yan, medyo ano to no, this is a big issue actually in the internet that kung nag-aalaw ba na ipagawa or ibenta yung paggawa ng research, ganyan. Pero still, this is not good. Kasi hindi niya hinahayaan yung student, for example, na patutunan niya on his own or on her own paano ba gawin yung research, for example, or paano gawin yung isang business plan, for example, kung gagawin para sa kanya no iba, paano siya matututo, di ba? Okay, ito naman. Kami mga teachers, we have our ways on how to detect similarities. Okay? So we have, of course, we also check the way you write. Paano ba kayo magsalat, tapos biglang nalalim ng vocab niya dito, parang hindi siya. Teachers know that. Okay? But we also have checking similarity report. For example, we have Turnitin. So you put there in the extensions, Turnitin in Draft Coach, and then you will find a similarity score check. Ibig sabihin, binabrowse niya yung ano niya, kung ano mang meron siya dyan, at tinitignan niya kung saan nagmamatch, okay? Yung mga works mo, okay? So, 0%. Although ang 0% hindi naman laging lumalabas na ganyan. May mga minsan 7, 10, ganon. Healthy pa naman yun. Kasi minsan fina-flag niya rin yung, kunyari, ilagay mo submitted to. Pati yun sinasabi niya na may kapareho. Okay? Which is, hindi naman siya as in form of plagiarism na plagiarize mo yung idea. Okay? Ayan. Ito, 10%, for example, meron, ang alam ko sa thesis namin ito, forgivable yan kasi minsan pati yung mga references sa baba, fina-flag niya rin na plagiarize kahit na minention mo lang naman. Okay? Ayan, those are my references. Basta with plagiarism, just always remember na kailangan nung matutong mag-paraphrase. Hindi yan madidiscuss dito, pero siguro matutunan nyo on your own paano ba mag-paraphrase. Magbasa kayo, okay? Yan naman ang tool dyan. Magbasa kayo ng magbasa, intindihin nyo, itry nyo isulat on your own o ituro on your own yung mga nabasa nyo. Ganon. Okay? And always go for the learning. Kahit na ngayon, parang sinasabi yan ni Fasi, pero ang hirap kasi kaya mag-copy na lang ako, ganon. But how will you ever learn? How will you learn if you just keep on copying things? Okay? Or if you know that meron dapat mag-take ng credit niya, di ba? How would you feel kung may pinost ka sa internet, napakaganda, tapos biglang nakita mo, pinost na ng friend mo, tapos inangkin niya, di ba? It's gonna be hard because it's from you. So, ganun din yung ibang authors. At mahalaga for our credibility din. Okay? Ayun. Ayun lang naman, we are going to proceed with the next lesson. Thank you so much.